how do you go? How do you go 12 rounds and your face is so clean?
I work a lot for that, my friend.
Okay, tell me about meeting Gervonta Davis tonight. What was that like? First time you met him?
No, I like I say, I like him.
Davis's fight day is quickly approaching, and the pros have been suggesting that he might be making a mistake. At the very least,
I knew that somebody was going to get stopped. I did an interview prior that says it was going to be a stoppage. So.
Did you think it was going to be Gervonta though?
I thought he was going to be the one stopping, but I honestly felt like it could have been either one of them. It was just who landed the big shot first.
Canelo, however, hasn't been quiet about the bout. The undisputed super middleweight king eventually made it to the lightweight division, giving his opinions on the eagerly awaited junior middleweight match between Davis and Frank Martin. This surprised many because Canelo is known for being preoccupied with his impending fights, or, should we say, money battles.
Isn't it inevitable you fight Benavidez? That's what you
If the money is right, in the same night, I beat that guy. I don't care. Because you guys can ask for everything, and I do it, right? I do everything. I did everything.
Yeah, the lightweight division's buzzing right now, especially with the Davis versus Martin fight. It's going to be a good one. Canelo knows his stuff. He sees both guys' strengths. Davis is explosive and powerful, but he's got to watch out for Martin's counterpunches. Martin's tough, undefeated, and can take a hit. Canelo's advice is clear. Davis needs to stay light on his feet and set traps for Martin's big shots, while Martin shouldn't let Davis' reputation get to him, stick to his game plan, and use his jab. It seems like Davis might be getting a bit too confident, but Canelo's just the first to notice.
I'm not retired yet, my friend. No, they can say whatever they want, but you know, it's not that easy. One fight, don't put in that position. You need to do a lot of things.
Terrence Crawford, the undefeated welterweight champion, known for being reserved, gave a genuine opinion about the upcoming fight. People were surprised because he usually stays focused on his own fights. He talked about the lightweight clash, saying both fighters have different styles, which makes for an interesting match. Crawford respects Davis's power, calling him a strong puncher with a quick left hand and a dangerous right hook. He warned that you can't take your eyes off Davis when he's in the ring because he can knock anyone out in an instant.
gave a little prediction on the fight, talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield, talked about the punch resistance. What do you think it takes to set some
Crawford pointed out a weakness for Davis. He said Davis could be in trouble if he only goes for big punches, leaving himself open for counters. He praised Martin for being relentless, throwing lots of punches, and maintaining pressure. Crawford liked the different styles clashing in the fight. He said it's hard to predict the winner because it's power versus volume. He warned Davis to be careful. Crawford, himself a technical champion, adds more interest to the fight. Davis should listen to the advice.
Lead with ego. Like if you hear somebody like Tank say 147, I knock Bud out.
Well, he just talking. You know, he got the confidence in himself that.
Charlo, the super welterweight champ, thinks Tank might lose his first fight against Martin. He says Tank's power isn't everything. He needs heart and willpower. Tank's chin is important, especially against Martin's punches. Charlo thinks people underestimate Martin, who's tough with good boxing skills. Tank's the favorite, but Martin could win if he plays smart and lands a good hit. Charlo, a fellow champion known for his fierce fighting style, gave his honest opinion about the upcoming Tank battle. While many people thought Davis would easily win, Charlo said it might not be so easy. He described it as a tough fight, a real test of strength and determination. And Charlo isn't the only one who thinks this way. The current bantamweight and super bantamweight champion, Naoya Inoue, also referred to as the Monster, provided a remarkably insightful analysis of the impending Tank. Battles between Frank and Davis Martin in the lightweight clash. Inoue, a vicious puncher renowned for his devastating knockout power, shocked many by focusing on strategy and adaptability. This Davis versus Martin battle is noteworthy. In a recent interview, Inoue stated, through a translator, that the fight is a true test of a fighter's adaptability in the ring because of the clash of styles. A master of restrained aggression, Inoue has a formidable reputation as a genuine knockout artist. Inoue claimed to be a warrior who could finish a fight with a single blow, that his left hand was lightning fast, and that his right hook could put out the lights. Here's the thing. Davis likes to overpower his opponents, while Martin relies on moving well and using his feet. Martin thinks he can frustrate Davis by staying focused and making him fight differently. On the other hand, Inoue thinks Martin's pressure and fast combos could overwhelm Davis and make him mess up. Inoue thinks whoever adjusts first in the fight will win. He leans towards Martin because he might adapt better. It's not just about strength, it's also about thinking smart. Inoue's thoughts bring a fresh angle to the Davis versus Martin match, adding excitement to the boxing world. Gennady Golovkin, the ex-middleweight champ and now contender, had a strong message for Grant "Tank" Davis ahead of his fight with Frank Martin. Golovkin, known for his tough chin, pressure, and jab, warned Davis not to overlook the basics. He stressed the importance of the jab, saying it's not just for scouting but a crucial weapon that earns respect. Golovkin, having faced many knockout artists, advised Davis not to rely only on power, but to respect opponents who can handle it and use their jab effectively. The old champ explained how dangerous Martin's jab could be for Davis. Martin isn't just a fighter who comes forward. He's got a strong jab that can mess up Davis's rhythm and make room for his own punches. Golovkin, who's good at planning, said if Martin can use his jab well, he could surprise Davis and make things hard for him. Sometimes, young fighters forget that a good offense is also a good defense, and having a good jab is key for that. Alexander Usyk, the champ in both cruiserweight and heavyweight boxing, shared his thoughts on the Grant "Tank" Davis versus Frank Martin fight. He talked about how boxing isn't just about hitting hard, but also about moving smart and controlling the ring. Usyk thinks Davis might struggle if Martin keeps dodging his punches. Even though Davis can pack a punch, Usyk says it won't matter if he can't land it. Martin, with his quick feet, could tire Davis out and then hit him when he's weak. Usyk thinks the fight will be exciting, but he believes Davis might have a tough time winning.
Been in jail, I've been on a house arrest and things like that. I'm just happy to be back here where I'm comfortable at, where I'm, I could be flawless and, and do what I do best, and that's...
Shakur Stevenson, the super featherweight champ, had his say on the upcoming fight. He's known for his flashy moves and for speaking his mind. He seemed excited about the match, hinting at his own goals. Two young fighters with different styles will make it exciting. Stevenson respects both, but thinks Tank might be overrated. He believes that Frank could surprise everyone. Tank's power is big, but too much confidence might be his downfall.
There's a gun to your head. When are we gonna see the Shakur Tanks, the Shakur Devin, the Devin Tanks?
There's only one fight that is really
the one
like all around.
Do everything.
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah,
me and Tank the biggest fight.
That's the one.
It's the biggest fight in the world.
But Stevenson couldn't resist adding a little friendly rivalry to the proceedings. He said, "Whoever wins, better prepare yourself for me because I'm the real deal at 135, and I'm not afraid of anyone." They want that lightweight title, but Sugar has to go through first.
Have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 120.
Some people think there might be a big fight brewing between Stevenson and the winner of Davis versus Martin. Stevenson seems really excited about it, saying it's good for the lightweight division and will bring more attention to boxing. He's looking forward to watching ringside and maybe learning something. But when it comes to Davis versus Martin, it's a bit tricky. Davis is known for being super tough, undefeated, and knocking people out. However, Martin, with his nickname, the Problem Child, could cause him trouble. Martin's a southpaw, which means he fights left-handed, and he's good at moving around and landing sneaky punches. If Martin can keep moving and not get tracked, he might frustrate Davis. But Davis is fast and strong, so he might adapt. It could be a cool fight between power and strategy, kind of like a chess game. Some think Martin's smart style could mess up Davis's plans and score points. It's all about who can land the best punches and make the right moves. Martin could win if he controls the distance and sets the pace, but he shouldn't underestimate Davis's toughness. The rematch clause could add pressure for Martin. It might motivate him to win decisively, but it could also distract him. This fight will be a big deal for Martin, and handling the pressure will be key. Davis is tough, so Martin needs to stay focused. The fight is on June 15th, and it's going to be exciting. Share your predictions in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for updates.